All right, folks, we're back now and talking about the Iowa caucuses, and one candidate banking everything on the Hawkeye state is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
He was once considered a top threat to former President Donald Trump. More recently, he is fighting for his political life. And Whit Johnson joins us now. And Whit, you just spoke to DeSantis, and it is decision day.
Exactly. Hey, Ariel and DeMarco, it's good to see you. So the future of the Ron DeSantis campaign hinges on his success right here in Iowa. He's been all in, a huge investment of time and resources. And even though Nikki Haley has pushed past him in recent polls, he is still projecting confidence. Here's part of our conversation from a short time ago. You've gone all in on the state of Iowa. Is anything less than a first or strong second place finish enough for you to move forward?
We're moving forward. I mean, it's a long process. I think we're going to do well tonight. I like being underestimated, so I'll let you guys do that.
Even third place, you're still going to move on, get on that plane.
We've got a great organization that's around. The ground game we have here has also been built out in South Carolina, New Hampshire. So we're going to be in New Hampshire and in South Carolina tomorrow. A lot of stuff in New Hampshire, the balance of the week. We have a debate. It's supposed to be on ABC and WMUR. I've accepted it. I don't know that anyone else has. And so hopefully we'll be able to do something there. But yeah, it's a long haul for delegates. These early states are proportional anyways. And so we're mindful of that. We're competing in Nevada against Donald Trump. Nikki Haley is not. She did not sign up for the caucus. I think you got to accumulate delegates. And so that's the name of the game.
You said early on that you were going to win Iowa. You've changed your message a little bit, saying we're going to do well in Iowa. Are you lowering expectations?
I think people have lowered expectations, and so I do better as an underdog. So I'll let that. I'd rather have that happen. And so we've obviously built an organization because we think we can turn out the votes that we need, but at the same time, let people do the narrative and then let us come and bust it up.
Nikki Haley told ABC News in an interview that she's the only candidate moving up in the polls while you and Donald Trump are moving down. Are you worried about momentum?
I think it's just the opposite. I mean, I think she's had a rough few weeks. She couldn't answer basic questions about American history. She was actually in New Hampshire saying that they correct the votes of Iowa, which offended a lot of people here. And then she had the CNN debate where she really struggled with that. And, you know, when you even have the CNN commentators, who are usually not too favorable to me, acknowledging that she did poorly and I did well, you know, that's not what you want going into this. And I think her problem is whatever support she will get in a poll relies on non-Republicans coming out and voting. And I don't think you're going to see massive numbers in an Iowa caucus with sub-zero temperatures of Democrats coming out to vote and changing their registration. In order to win a Republican nomination, you've got to be able to galvanize core, rank and file conservative Republicans. And I think every single data point that's ever come out shows that Donald Trump can do that, and I can do that.
So on Donald Trump, he's way ahead in the polls right now. You have talked about how you're going after him, holding him accountable on substance, but you have been criticized for not going after him more directly early on. Do you think that that has held back your campaign or hurt you in any way?
No, look, I mean, I get into the race, and, you know, we started off the first week or two very strong. We were getting good media. Then he got indicted in Florida with that, and that wiped everything else off the screen. And then he got indicted again in D.C. and then again in Atlanta, and so that just subsumed, I think, the whole process at that point. You know, now that we're a little bit further beyond that, I think people are looking, and I think that Republicans generally feel he's being treated unfairly, and they have sympathy for that. But then I think they're also now starting to say, okay, we can think that. We can think he's being treated unfairly, but what does that mean for who we should nominate? Does it mean you nominate him? What's the pathway for him to actually bring this in for a positive landing? And I think if 24 is about criminal trials and convictions and legal issues in January 6th, man, that's playing into the Democrats' hands. They would love to have the election based on those things.
All right, Whit is back with us now, and a big question is the weather and how it will impact turnout there. You talked about it off the top, but how confident is DeSantis when it comes to his ground game?
Yeah, DeMarco, there's no question that the weather, the sub-zero temperatures are going to impact turnout here. And the DeSantis campaign feels like they have the advantage because of that ground game. It was very much built in the model of what Ted Cruz did back in 2016 when he beat Donald Trump. They put that together, but they say now it is bigger, stronger, faster, more agile. DeSantis himself has gone to all 99 counties here. He's held more events than Donald Trump and Nikki Haley combined. Now, a campaign staffer told me that not only do they have precinct captains in all nearly 1,700 precincts across the state, but they're identifying people who have SUVs, trucks, four-wheel drive. They're bringing ice melt and shovels, and they literally plan to dig people out, known DeSantis supporters, and bring them one by one to caucus sites. And that includes seniors from retirement homes. So they do feel like they have the advantage. And you heard me ask that question there. He didn't quite answer it directly, but a lot of people believe if Ron DeSantis does not finish first or second place here in Iowa, it will raise major questions about how he moves forward in this race from here. Guys.
Let the caucuses begin. With Johnson again, thank you very much and good to see you.